Really? So I know that you've heard this term or phrase used before. You can't help who you love. And initially when I heard this, I don't know when, but initially when I heard it, I always thought that that was an interesting statement. I never paid too much attention to it when I first heard it, but as time progressed and moved on, and I started to make these vlogs and coming up with topics, I revisited this topic and thought about it a little bit more. And when individuals say you can't help who you love, I've come to the conclusion that that is not true. I just don't buy it. Because to me, it just doesn't make sense. Because who you love, that's a choice. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. Nobody is coercing you, for the most part, to be in love or to love them, especially if they're treating you bad. And if you think about it, when that term is often being used, it's never in a positive light. It's always used with association of a negative connotation. You're in a bad relationship, or you're in a relationship or want to be in a relationship with somebody who's unavailable. So I never bought that whole concept of you can't help who you love. And I know some individuals out there might disagree with me. You're well within your right to do so. But I mean, I'm willing to listen to your argument. How is it that you can't help who you love? How is it? Is it because, okay, you've gone through a lot with that individual? A lot of people out there call it struggle love, and you have developed such a strong emotional connection with them that you can't just walk away. No, it's difficult, but you can if you want better for yourself. So the natural conclusion would be to assert that you don't feel that you deserve better. And quite frankly, saying that you can't help who you love, it sounds like a justification for being in love or loving the wrong individual based off of very superficial reasons, whether you're just physically attracted to the individual or you have some weird, misguided emotional connection to the individual. It's not smart. And a lot of you know that, but a lot of you, and I've been this way before, do not do well with accepting accountability for your own decisions. Because to accept accountability for a situation like this is to say you can't help yourself from making the wrong decisions. In a lot of cases, who you love, it could be one of the most important decisions in your life, and you continuously screw it up. And I know that sounds mean and that sounds harsh, but essentially that's how a lot of us are. And to tell you the truth, I think I may have thought like this at some point. I definitely don't think like this right now, but maybe in my younger years, I have thought, man, I can't get any better, or I don't deserve it, or I'm not worthy because the individuals I keep attracting or the women that I keep associating myself with are just not of a respectable quality. It's just the physical attraction, or again, as I mentioned earlier, some misguided emotional connection. So I don't buy it. You can help who you love. So get yourself out of the gutter, quit being nonsensical, and quit trying to convince people that you can't help who you love, especially yourself. It's all my time for now. Let me hear your thoughts. Am I wrong? Why am I wrong? I would like to hear your feedback. It's been a pleasure speaking with you right now. Take care of yourself. BenPhrases. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Then preaching Jesus is the savior. Meanwhile, their intentions are as evil as the Satan's. If our entire species get complacent, history repeats itself. That could lead to segregation.